those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die. And the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate. Only the unloved hate. The unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery. Fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man. Not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power. The power to create machines. The power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful. To make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for the world.
Yeah. Prescription pills that will kill, got the brain filled. The range of nil, safe haven with a mill. Claim to fame, main man in the game kill. Telepathic images I speak on no spill. Run a verse you can tell, dwelling as I use words well. Pray to be played in hell. Blazing hells, meditate with myself. Say grace for the sake of my health. I sip water down whiskey in the street with the beat on repeat. Yeah, I sip water down whiskey in the street with the beat on repeat.
You know who the Invisible Man is, Doctor. Where is Dr. Griffin? What's the good of concealing it?
Oh, come and stay with us. Let's fight this thing out together.
Police, quickly. The Invisible Man is in my house.
He's mad. He's killed a man tonight.
Believe me, as surely as the moon will set and the sun will rise, I shall kill you tomorrow night. The secret of invisibility lies there in my books. Don't you see what it means?
Because I couldn't remember the way. Why don't you think about that for a while? Because when I think of the loss of physical and mental functions in my life...
You're spilling lies like miniature civilian guys, giving them a minute to figure the vision in my eyes. Third vision in my verse hidden in the worst rhythm. Smooth when I spit sick shit, my decision. Choking on an opium pipe, popping it like comatose in a glove while I write and holding a mic. Clutching on a short straw like a divorced whore. Locked in a mental asylum, the thoughts raw. Venom on a vinyl spin, disciple reading the Bible, deprived of sin. Be surprised if I win, trapped in this life cycle within.
All Charlie's friends getting free coke. Give them responsibility for the children that they said that I influenced.
Yo, coming from the rain, stuck in the mud, I bully my brain. Lost the blue blood in my vein. Put my shades on and struggle with pain. Put the brakes on. Locked up and lonely like Akon. Must have got my ways wrong and I'm well ahead of penning the same song. Shit's nice as the day's long. Fuck the fake claiming, mistake making and race baiting. Shit's got me vacating to a place where I'm maintaining the same game that we facing. Is a test of time and my mind racing. Hail Mary full of cut to the chase. While the world's in this fucked up place, we need to double up on comfort space.
Drugs, LSD, I don't consider a drug. I don't consider powder a drug. Those are more or less religiously significant.
You can try puffing a sip, but you just running into trouble double as quick. My people hungry and the world ugly as shit. I paint pictures, this is just a little something I spit.
The accurate and least factual reporter working today. His latest book right here is entitled Generation of Swine, Tales of Shame and Degradation in the 80s. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Hunter Thompson. Hi, Hunter.
There's going to be a hearing tomorrow to see whether or not there's any legal basis why you have to stay here.
I'm not crazy.
If it was up to you, would you like to leave the hospital tomorrow?
I'd like to leave the hospital tomorrow because I've got things I gotta do.
Okay, well,
It's the first of the month and there's a lot of rent to be paid and all that.
Okay, what brought you into the hospital?
I turned myself in on a 5150 because I felt like killing myself.
Okay, so you came here voluntarily.
So I could stop from killing myself.
And what was going on that you felt like killing yourself?
It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep. All the same thoughts kept racing through my mind over and over and over again. I just wanted them to stop. Period. Then I thought, well, if I kill myself, I'll stop thinking. And I thought, well, that isn't too good of an idea either because you've got friends and people around you who love you. So I stopped that thought. And I said, well, who am I going to call? And I called up Ghostbusters. I mean, no, that came out wrong. It's a joke. I didn't call Ghostbusters. I called a crisis intervention center and talked to them on the phone. They said there was nothing they could do for me for one night. So I wound up here by ambulance. Paid an ambulance to take me.
Okay.
Because the crisis intervention couldn't do anything for me.
Have you ever made any suicide attempts?
Oh, yeah, I have. A couple of them when I was 19.
Okay. Are you usually able to ask for help when you start feeling like that?
No, I was never able to ask for help before.
Okay, so this is a new thing. You're coming into the hospital.
Witness the aftermath after the last laugh. Last living master of a bastardized craft. People are daft, paralyzed guys cause they're gassed. Homo sapiens feeling lyrically harassed. Mad answers never given to questions asked. Time wasted if you reminiscing on the past transition. Bitch on a mission for the cash and I'm optimistic with precision and class. Suffering cynicism, I'm never living in prison. I'll be killing them with precision at last if they last. Blast on MCs if they're lacking the skill. In person I'm nice on tracks, I'm happy to kill. Within a minute I'll be listening to every single thing that people speak and never write. I don't really care if you leaning with the Sprite, but I'm cooking in my syrup, I'm a demon in the night. Make it easier to write when I'm feeding for the mic. Your trees in my vision and it be needing a light. Figure the chord when I'm spinning a globe and I spit sicker than brittle in a million abroad. Sitting in a pavilion and killing a civilian quick. I sit chilling in a Sicilian whip. Never not repeat chord brought in the street. Never brought on a beat cause the floor's asleep. Suppose I'm a freak and emotion deep. The 6 sentences hidden in a scripture that Moses keep. And I'm a scared kid. But they handling the situation better than Blade. Better than Tony Blair did.
When's the last time you felt good?
I don't remember. It's killing me. It's keeping me from having a boyfriend, keeping me from driving. It's killing me. Like in China or somewhere. I just believe if somebody's been suffering years ago, they should take an OD and die because psychologically they may not want to take the OD, but to get out of their misery, they might. They fight it every night. And every day he's always fighting with me. Michael's always fighting with me. Drop dead, key, retarded dead. Oh, that stuff doesn't mean shit to me anymore. I'm so used to it. I do have a brain problem. But I don't have a brain.
How are you doing? Not doing so hot, I think, and feel as though people have called me here to electrocute me, judge me, put me in jail, or kill me, electrocute me, or something.
Now I'm headed in, never telegram, keeping on my medicine. Hella thin in my shell, terrapin. That makes my brain bring the strength to developing. Can with the kerosene, sin with the heroin. Super fuck, I be labeled as anything. Trespassing in the next class I'm in. I'm a perfect laughing with a dragon in a glass of gin. Pin stricken, my man, vision parades. Listen, I'm a great villain, remain killing the say I'm chilling. Bullet to the brain, filling in the rain, villain, I'm insane. Image I depict in the frame, I'm assisting the literature, game through persistence.
sperm and egg go together to make a baby. Only one sperm goes up in the egg. And when they touch, there's 2 contact points that touch before the other 2. And then it's carried up into the air. And when they fuse, it's like nuclear fusion, except it's human fusion. There's a mass loss of the proton. One heat abstraction goes up in the electron, spins around, comes back down into the proton to form the mind, and the mind can be reduced to 1 atom.
At this point, what would you like us to do for you?
I'd like you to get me off of cigarettes, get me dried out, cleaned up, so I can go home and get a job in a bakery and go to medical school.
Just leave me alone, you know what I mean? I know what I want. What do you want? Freedom, I think they call it. The hippies used to call it that. But I bet there's a better word for it. What? I don't know that yet.
Why all the infamous language?
Infamous language? You're joking. What language is that?
Language?
I speak nothing but the fucking English language. That's the only thing I've been brought up with. And if that's infamous, then tough shit. Look at that, real...
But funk is really nothing new, I think.
Then you think wrong.
What's new about funk?
I don't know, but you still think wrong. Why'd you ask me all these silly questions? Do you really expect me to answer them?